What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another Pro Tip Thursday. If you're not already, make sure you subscribe and make sure you hit that bell notification so you can get updates on future videos. So the dolly zoom, also known as the vertigo effect, which has been associated with Alfred Hitchcock and the amazing famous scene from Jaws. So for those of you that don't know, a dolly zoom is where a camera is dollied either in or out, while a zoom on a lens is either pulled in or out in the opposite direction. It's an amazing effect that's used to convey some sort of a strong emotion or a reaction to a dramatic event. Cue the scene from Jaws where kids are getting eaten by a big ass shark. Now, like I said, this effect is typically done with the zoom lens. If I told you there was a way to do this effect with a prime lens, a lens with only one focal length, using Adobe Premiere Pro. That's what we're going to be learning today, so let's get into Premiere. All right, guys, so as you can see, we're in Adobe Premiere Pro right now, and I've got my 4K clip imported. I also have a rule of thirds grid that I downloaded from Google. You can just go to Google and download this if you want to use it. You don't have to use it, but if you want to use it, you can, just to keep your subject in the center of the frame. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag my clip into the timeline here. We're going to create a sequence. Now, because this is a 4K clip, this is going to be a 4K sequence. So what we need to do is we need to downscale this from 4K to 1080. So if you watched my last video on how to do that, then you already know how to do that. If not, you're going to learn it here anyway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to sequence, go to sequence settings, and change the frame size from 3840 by 2160 to 1920 by 1080. We're going to go down, click OK, and we're good to go. So as you can see, it zoomed in a little bit. If we were to bring this back down to 50%, it would bring it back down to normal, but we're not going to do that because we want to leave it at this kind of zoomed in place. Really quick, let's have a look at what it looks like before. So it's just me dollying into his face. All right, so now that we've done that, what you're going to do is you're going to go to your effect controls and you're going to set a keyframe for the scale just by clicking this little icon here, and a keyframe for position. Then we're going to go to the end of our clip and you're going to change the scale to 50%. Now that you've done that, let's hit the spacebar to see how it looks. So as you can see here, we already have a pretty nice dolly zoom effect. One of the things that you can do to kind of make it a little bit smoother and a little bit nicer is to slow it down a little bit. Now, if you saw my video, it was my very first tutorial video on how to slow down 24 frame, 30 frame per second video and make it look smooth. You can do that, which is what I'm going to do here. If you didn't see that video, you're going to be learning it for the first time here. If you did see that video, then you already know how to do this. So what we're going to do is we're going to right click, we're going to go to speed and duration, we're going to go to 50% there, click OK. We're going to right click again and we're going to go to time interpolation and down to optical flow. Then we're going to render this because it's not going to look good unless it's rendered. So let's get that rendered. So now that that's done and we've slowed it down, let's have a look at what it looks like. All right, so that looks pretty good. So a couple of the things that it's done to slow it down is, one, it's extended the duration of the clip, but two, it's also smoothed out the footage a little bit. Because I didn't use a standard slider for this, I kind of jimmy rigged this. If you guys do want to learn that, please leave that in the comments below. If you do want to learn, just let me know and I'll teach you guys how I did that, how I did kind of the dolly in without a slider. You slowed it down here and it looks really nice, makes it look really smooth. Now the good thing is it's kept him in the center of the frame, so I don't have to worry too much about using the rule of thirds. If you do want to use the rule of thirds grid, you can just download it off of Google, drag it in here, and then you can just go frame by frame, adjusting it, keeping it in the center of the frame. And what you can do is you can just go, make sure your clip is selected, make sure the photo isn't selected but the clip itself, and you can just kind of adjust left and right or up and down, and that'll help you keep your subject in the center of the frame. So now that I've done that, I am going to add some color correction to this and some sound effects, and we're gonna see how this looks. So let's take a look at the finished product. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got something from it. And if you did like this video, make sure to hit the like button below. And if you want to learn how I dollied in without a slider, let me know in the comments below. If you guys want to learn that, I'd be happy to teach you that in a future video. And like I always say, guys, if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button and I'll see you in the next video.